And welcome to the next instalment of the Three Muscateers. On my left we have Ken Gargett, our scribe to the stars, and on our right, oh no, he's been abducted by aliens again. Peter Scudamore-Smith, running late and running in traffic.
Slept in.
Slept in probably, yeah. Slept in more like it.
Oh, it'll give those who aren't camera hogs a go.
Yes, that's right. So today we have a little offering from Oxford Landing, a very chirpy and cheerful mob from the Murray, are they?
The fruit comes largely from the Murray, I believe. Yeah. And we've got the three Sauv Blanc 2022, Pinot Grigio 21, Chardonnay 22. And these are their latest releases. And we thought it was worth just having a look at what one producer does with the different grapes.
So first off to the Sauvignon Blanc. I think you'd be struggling to find a more varietally specific Sauvignon Blanc than that.
It's like essence of Sauv Blanc.
You could never mix that up with any other grape.
Passion fruit out the wazoo.
And a bit of asparagus, a bit of
green pea,
grassy,
tropical notes, a bit of pineapple.
And it's not too bad on the palate.
Honestly, if you like Sauv Blanc, why would you pay more than that? Because you're not going to get much more in your bottle than that gives you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a good whack of Sauvignon Blanc, and the acidity's not overly rasping like a lot of Sauvignon Blancs that you get.
Very much drink now.
It's actually quite a pleasant adult cordial.
Chilled and swilled.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, drink now. It's not for putting away. But if you like Sauv Blanc, yeah, absolutely. And Pete?
Maybe the aliens will drop him back down soon.
He must have had a big night.
So here we go with number 2, which is the Oxford Landing Pinot Grigio. Made, you would think, in an Italian style if they're calling it Grigio. And it's not a bad wine. The mouth feels good. Oh my God.
Yes, third Muscateer.
Here we go. Number 3 on the planet.
Welcome, Pete. Was it a tough night at the nursing home?
Very hard. I drank all the wine.
So we'll defer to our abduction friend over here, and you can give us a pricey on number 2, Scuds.
The main thing about Pinot Grigio in any country or place is the wine has to have some good mouthfeel. This one has a lot more texture than it does aroma. Given that the wine is from a lot of warm areas, it's going to be pretty rich. It's tapered a little bit, but it's got that nice, sweet, sour citrus taste.
Yeah, it's just it's got some of the varietal characters in there. You're getting you talk about Brie or Grigio at this price. I think that's more a marketing decision than a
flip of a coin.
Yeah, and most of them at these prices, we're looking at around about 13, I think, for each of these. They tend to be named, some. Indeed, and probably
a bit more flavour than I guess the $13 or $14 Italian equivalent, which would be more austere. I think the Aussies tend to be fruitier and richer, of course. And better. Well, depends wine by wine.
I love a richier glass.
And unwooded white, of course, made in the style. Shelf life 2 years, then go to the next vintage.
So big giant steel tanks for this, you reckon?
Yes, 225 kilolitres per blend, I'd say.
They do a great job for the money for these, I reckon.
Well, when you can make something, you know, that screams of Sauvignon Blanc and looks good as a Pinot Grigio, then let's get on to the Chardonnay.
$13 might once have got you a 66 Grange, but not anymore.
So, Seymour was late. I've come in on the back of the Sauvignon Blanc you've talked about. And it has the cut grass, it has the distinctive aroma of Sauvignon Blanc. So there's a fair chance there's 5 or 10% of that wine coming from a cool area rather than the expectation from a warm area.
And on to number 3. Number 3 is the Oxford Landing Chardonnay. And same price point. They're all the same, around about that $13, $14 mark.
Can we focus on the bubbles in the glass? This is a very good sign of really top Australian technology in preserving freshness in wine. So if you get bubbles in your glass when you're having one on the patio, don't get confused, it's a plus. Bubbles means freshness. Over to you, Chris. Not here, look at them all.
No, I didn't get a bubble. We're probably doing this a little bit of a disservice. We should serve it a bit colder than we've got it. I think it'd benefit from that. It's basically your simple drink without too much thinking. There's flavour there. It's never going to challenge the top wines from Margaret River or.
It's a little bit generic for me, and I'm of the opinion that unless you're spending a little bit more money on Chardonnay, you do get a very insipid sort of result.
We both off air were talking, and there are some similarities, I think, with Chenin Blanc. If someone served that to me blind, I wouldn't be too far from thinking Chardonnay Chenin Blanc blend, perhaps.
A couple of thoughts. It's got a lot more colour than the Sauvignon Blanc and the Pinot Grigio, so there's more input to the wine. It doesn't show oak even though it tastes of oak, so it's essentially an unwooded Chardonnay. It's probably got some pressings, some extra additives there to give you a fuller mouthfeel. And it is a fuller wine than the other two wines because the Sauvignon Blanc is zippy, the Pinot Grigio is round, this is fuller again.
My verdict, not that I ever thought I'd be saying it, but I think the Sauv Blanc stands up as the most,
for me, it's
obviously varietal, perfectly pleasant, good value. The Grigio and the Chardonnay, good value wines for drinking on the circumstances.
Yeah, I think all in all, pretty varietal, pretty good, and you're getting a good bang for your 13 or 14 bucks.
Very good all-rounders, distinctive but not the greatest, but value for money.
And that's a welcome back to our newly abducted Scuds.
Good to be here.
It's lovely to have you back. And it's good night from us and good night from you. Thank you.
Promise not to schedule it too early next time.
If you like the wines the boys tried today, click the link below. Glassware supplied by RK. Outstanding warrants for Ken, Peter and Chris issued by the Australian Federal Police. This has been a Three Muscateers production.